Hey everybody, welcome to Miscast Commentary, a Coming Attractions episode. I am Joe Finley, here alone, but we figured some shit out. And lo and behold, who is here now with me but Todd, Tebow the Sailor Murray. Todd, hey, what's going on? Oh, you prick. You son of a bitch. I hate you so much.
Over here, yeah, sucker.
What is going on, my man?
A cardboard cutout, it would have been perfect.
It would have been equally as interesting.
How's it going? This is how it's fucking going, man.
Oh, Jesus.
How long has it been? I haven't left the house.
Oh, I know.
I've been waiting for you to call me so I can blow my fucking brains out live on the air.
That's all right.
That'll get the ratings. We'll get 4 more ratings.
Yes. 4 views.
Lighting up.
And it's just me because I need something to masturbate to.
Hey. Take your shirt off. Take your shirt. Yeah, that's right.
See, I'm wearing a wire.
Oh man, look at this. Oh fuck, I knew it. I'm also wearing a wire.
Ratting you the fuck out.
Two different companies, 2 different countries. Look at this.
Oh, where are we going? You were so well lit. Chips. I see double crunch
ketchup ruffles. Woo!
Can I tempt you to crunch into one of those right now?
On the air?
Yeah, I want to hear this crunch.
Oh, okay. I want to look at them too. Wait.
I want to hear this.
Here we go.
I love the lighting in your house. You're very well lit.
I know.
I know.
Well lit. Just in case a porn or even a regular British style television show kicks up randomly in here, we're ready to go.
6 episodes. Everyone dies at the end. Oh, I was like, what the hell are you doing?
Wow. Oh, whoa. I can smell the ketchup.
This is already the most Canadian podcast.
There,
it started with ketchup chips. Oh, look at all that red.
Are you in the bag, man?
I'm in the bag. Oh, we are in the bag.
This is food porn. It's like you are a chip. I'm gonna try one right now.
All right, let's do it. I want to hear the double crunch.
Apparently, they're double crunch and they're kettle cooked.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I don't know where's the microphone on this thing.
Yeah, no, on the phone. Like it sounded like if it was crunch twice. All right, we've lost.
They like stuck 2 regular Ruffles chips together with some kind of ketchup adhesive.
Yeah. There's Oreo cream in the middle. Oh, is it?
I don't know.
You're going through the emotions there.
I'll still eat them later. It's all I've got.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna get.
I haven't had garbage in like so long, and then I was at the store and I was like, I've been so good.
Yeah.
Stuck inside.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm gonna get some chips.
Nice.
And then I saw those and I was like, whoa.
Yeah. I've really cut down on the pop.
Better later. I'm just whatever.
Yeah, I've really cut down on the pop. I've only had like a couple in the last couple of weeks.
That's cans of pop?
Yeah. That's been my
that's the only thing that's keeping me alive, I think.
Yeah. For me it's just the sadness. But yeah, that just there was no punchline to the end of that. It was just the silence it deserved.
Sadness.
So you've been holding up okay over there?
I am.
Good.
Holding it up.
Yeah.
Erectile dysfunction.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah. I snorted all my Viagras.
Mm-hmm. It's
over.
Yeah.
Now my sadness kicks in.
Yeah. Bad news. All the cantaloupe went bad early this time. So yeah,
I've been sitting here watching like everything that you could ever watch. There's nothing else.
Well, that's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about some reviews because you caught up on some shit. You watched The Mandalorian.
Yep.
Yeah. How'd you enjoy that?
It was good. I really liked it.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. And man, I guess there'll be a spoiler. Should we talk just about it or not?
I think it's fine at this point. I think everybody knows.
When friggin' that cruiser showed up, man, at the end, and I was like, oh my god! And I was like, it showed it was Luke.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, look.
I know.
And then he took that poor little cutie, and I was like, oh my god.
Well, and what's funny now is all the fan theories are starting to pour in. They're like, well, what happened to Grogu? Is he one of the ones that Kylo Ren killed?
Better not be.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like, do they go their separate ways at some point? Now they have to like come up with a whole thing. I've got a feeling that they're going to reunite. He's going to reunite with Mando before that.
Well, to be honest with you, they'd better. After this Boba Fett. It's the guy.
Yeah,
the guy who did the Clone Wars voice is the dude in the show.
Tamara Morrison, yeah, absolutely.
I've been watching Clone Wars. To be honest with you, I don't know.
Yeah.
The first season has been like the same. It's like, we got to break right into their head ship. Yeah. They'll never know. And it's, oh my God, it's like every fucking time. But then the one time they flipped it and the bad guys broke into the good guys' ship.
Uh-oh. But there's some digging in you got to do with that one to like, because there's stuff worth pulling out, especially in the later seasons.
It's all Jar Jar like 3 times. I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
like this fucking guy.
They got to kill him off somehow.
That show was amazing, and I know 2 people who were like, "What did you think of The Mandalorian?" I was like, "I really, really liked it." They were like, "It's stupid." And I was like, well, why is it stupid? And they were like, because it's just like one thing. They were like, every episode is just like, I got one mission. I do it. That's it. And I was like, what the hell? They're like, The Wire. And I was like, wait a second. Whoa. I was like, you can't compare The Wire to like, I was like, every show doesn't have to be super complicated. Tons of, you know what I mean? Like there's shows all across the board, but they're in the process of watching The Wire. Yeah,
but you do need one character who goes, shit.
Yeah, Mandalorian is great, but like I said, they were in the process of they're watching The Wire right now. Yeah. So like anything you're gonna watch is going to be like, Yeah. Well, The Wire is like one of the best goddamn things ever. But I mean, just because it's one thing and it's a simple story doesn't mean that it's crappy.
Yeah. Well, wait till you find out. Hey, guy watching The Wire, McNulty's out of the show like a few seasons in. You just see him sitting in the background. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen on a show. The guy who's the star of the show, he's like, I really need to, I need less screen time because I need more time with my daughter. He was going through divorce or something like that. They're like, okay, no problem. And then just like the other guys are doing all the work and they just pass by him. They're like, hey, McNulty. He's like, hey. And then like, that's it. I was like, he's under contract. He's got to be there. So it's just like, oh, okay. Well, this was useful. I just picture him going, I may still making a lot more than you.
Yeah, we did. That's just insulting. It's like when Goldberg shows up at wrestling. He's like, I'm getting $2 million.
Yeah, exactly.
The guy who wrestles every day out of the year is like, you fucking asshole.
Yeah. I broke my femur and I'm not getting any money for it.
What have you seen? What have you been doing? Are you work? Like, what the hell?
I've been work has been its own thing, but last week we did our show with Fearless Fred Kennedy from 107 in Toronto. Thanks again to him, and we talked about Mud 79, his audio drama, which is all Star Wars based. And so,
did he mention us on the air?
On the air, probably not. He's mentioned us on Twitter, though.
That's fucking bullshit.
That's something.
But anyways, that's still pretty cool. That's still pretty cool.
But many thanks to him
for him on the radio.
Yeah. Hey, you.
Fearless Fred.
Yeah. Oh no,
I'll make him fear something.
Yeah. I was talking to him. He deals with a lot of like crazy like Trumpers and shit like that.
Oh my God.
Constantly emailing. And that's the thing. As of when people are seeing this, he's not the president anymore. Maybe this is
impeachment number 2.
Well, that too, but he's not. Today's the 19th as we record this, so I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm assuming an inauguration, but God fucking knows. It's either congratulations President Biden or all hail Emperor Trump. I don't.
Yeah, well, Pence has been doing everything now. Trump's like, forget this, I'm leaving.
I know.
He's gone, so Pence has been everywhere.
Yeah.
Doing all the...
Oh, yeah.
But maybe Trump is going to go down the street with the troops.
Yeah. Well, he's apparently having some, I read today, he's having some like exit ceremony kind of thing. And I guess people are starting to flow through saying, I'm not going to it. Pence said he's not going to it. He's likely going to be at the inauguration. And So I guess an invitation went out to all like the real Trump allies, and the invitation requested that they each bring 5 guests to like fill out the space. So I'm loving all that.
That's amazing.
But Jesus,
it doesn't matter. Trump doesn't take any of that into account. It's all,
Yeah. Oh, all I know is if it can really be over, I'll be very happy that it is. I don't know. Even though it's not our country, I
no
can
more
sleep
tears.
just a little bit
4
better.
more years.
No more tears.
And buddy, you know what? I love is that everybody, because they have all these people that were running around inside the White House or whatever the hell, Commons or whatever. Where did they break into?
The Capitol building.
The Capitol building. Anyway, so all the people that dressed up really crazily, they're the ones who are getting like busted.
Well, because
the guy with the hairy Viking guy, boom, you're boom, you're gone.
Yeah.
So anybody who dressed like, hopefully they get everybody, but.
And I mean, not that we need to say it any more than it needs to, that it's already been said, but it's still worth saying. If that was a BLM, like a Black Lives Matter thing, it would have just
a plane would have went over and just killed everybody instantaneously.
Like the people who went, like, because I was watching a video today of the guys who got into, so it was like the guy in the buffalo costume and all these people. They looked like he was a member of the Bills Mafia. Like he was like, I can't get into a Buffalo Bills game. I'm breaking into the Capitol. Yeah, but
it was like a tailgate gone wrong or right, depending on where your tailgate party's to go. You know?
But the cops were like. Just like, can I trouble you to leave, please? And he's like, go fuck yourself. But it was, I don't know. It's just crazy. At the same time, too, I understand, like, the cops who were there, they knew they didn't have backup. I heard the one guy who got assaulted, they were, like, literally talking about killing him. And he was sitting there and he's like yelling that he's got kids, and then I guess some more people came around. They're like, no, don't, like, leave him alone. But like they were legitimately talking about that. He's like, I thought about pulling out my gun, but he's like, how many of them would I have killed before they would have ripped me apart?
Right.
He's like, I could have got maybe 1 or 2 of them, and then they probably would have gotten
guns too, for Christ's sake.
Yeah,
nobody was checking them.
Yeah, it's just bananas.
They don't have metal detectors in the bathroom window.
I know. Well, what's even worse is the next day or a couple days after they had the people, like the members of Congress and stuff, they had the metal detectors there, and they were all just walking around them. They're like, I'm not going to let you search me. I'm like, that's not a thing.
Okay.
I feel like anybody who would think to do that, senator, congressman, or otherwise, would be gun to the back of their head, get on the floor. You're under arrest for, circumventing the law.
But buddy from a super like metal band called Iced Earth, he was in there. There's a picture of him, like a really good one of him, and he got super arrested as well. And now I was worried, and it even came up on my phone feed. Yeah, because when you talk about something, you don't even have to look it up anymore because the government's watching you all times. You just talk about something, and then you notice in your news feed, hey, there's exactly what I was talking about and never looked up. Like, well, what do you know? It was like. Yeah, it was like, is metal too extremist, like politically extreme? And I was like, oh yeah, this is one fucking dude. Yeah. From some fucking metal band. You know what I mean? What if it was like a ballerina was in the crowd? Is ballerina too extremist? You know what I mean? Come on. Like,
the answer is hardcore, yes. Yeah. Thankfully, though,
did anybody in the crowd play a violent video game? Ooh, that's what did it,
Probably not. Most of them didn't look like they could afford video games. That guy who was like the Q shaman or whatever, he was... what was it? He went there, and then I guess his mom reached out and was like, he's refusing to eat because he's not getting an organic diet in prison.
Oh yeah,
like fuck that guy. Like, eat the dirt.
That's like ridiculous. They're like, I'm like, dude, then if you starve to death, that's on you. Yeah. Like, you can't blame us. We are supplying you with meals. This is fucking prison. Yeah. Yeah. If you want to have this hunger strike and you want to be a martyr, you go right the fuck ahead. Go right ahead. I love that. It's like, what the fuck? Like, that makes me want to go to prison. Yeah, exactly. Like, I need an all KFC diet, man. Exactly. Well, just the chicken skins. Yeah. Well, stick the chicken up your fucking ass. I don't care. Just the chicken skins. And speaking of chicken, because we were talking about that, Todd was imploring me to try the Popeyes chicken sandwich. Yeah. And so I finally got one. Popeyes literally opened up across the street from my work.
That was dangerous.
Oh
And
yeah.
so, and they're still doing like takeout only stuff. So I went there and I got that and I bit into it, and it was just like, it's that moment where like you hit it and then you just hear do 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 do, and then Ray Liotta's voice comes over and he's like, and that's the time when I knew I was into cocaine.
There's like a montage of you like
yeah, it was so good though. I was really
It's wicked. You gotta try it at our Popeyes, because our Popeyes is the number one.
Is it the number one? They always fuck up my orders. Like, with the exception, because we ordered Popeyes yesterday and they did fuck up my order only because I ordered the wrong thing.
Nice.
So that one was on me. I ordered the chicken tender meal instead of like just the fried chicken meal. That's on this guy.
When's you gonna Mary Brown's, man?
I don't really care. Like, I don't care about Mary Brown's. It's fine.
I love Mary Brown's, dude. I think Mary Brown's fucking awesome.
Mary Brown's is fine. We went like, we just skipped right in from like insurrection to fried chicken. This is what I miss.
This is the kind of this is the real insurrection.
This is what I live for, baby. But yeah,
it's good, eh?
It's very good. Yeah, no, it's very good. They're all good. It's
fucking
just
awesome.
It's just
no, sorry, I meant the sandwich.
The sandwich,
the chicken sandwich from Popeyes.
Oh, excellent. Oh, I just did the okay, and that's not cool anymore. We're gonna blur that.
What isn't? What is that?
Like the old
okay
against
anal sex or something? Is that what it means?
All the friggin' Nazis stole the okay symbol.
Oh, come on, whatever. What now? Like thumbs up is like, yeah, somebody punches me because it means like some racist thing.
Yeah.
They took the okay. Why this?
Yeah.
Come on.
Or I don't know if it's like flipped over. I don't know if maybe it's the ball punching game.
I thought that was like, I thought that was like, you looked at my balls, now I get to punch you in the balls. Yeah. Because I tricked you into looking in the area of my genitals, I now get to touch your genitals.
I am going to segue into the best thing now out of that. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I was on Twitter and somebody showed a video from the wrestler Virgil, because he's on Cameo now. And in that video, he's kind of like man-spreading, his legs are out, and through a hole in the middle of his shorts, his balls were hanging out.
What is Cameo? What?
Oh my God! See, this is
Word up. Are we Cameo? No, we're zooming.
Yeah, we're zooming. This is Todd's first day using technology. But
the cameraman is a real asshole.
I love it. But yeah, anyways, Cameo is a thing where you can, like, for a certain amount of money, however much their rate is, you can get them to send a celebrity to send a message to somebody. So you could say, I could go on and whoever's available on there, and I could say, oh, this person, why don't you, I want you to send a message to Todd and wish him a happy birthday. And he creates a video and then sends it to me. And then I send it to you. And then it would be like some random, not some random dude, it'd be somebody specific. And it's like, hey guys, it's Johnny Fairplay from Survivor. And, yeah, that's who I would get for you.
Like, thanks, Joe. Thanks for you should just giving me the money. It's me, Jay. Wow. You know, Buddy from Kevin from The Office made like $1 million off of that in 2000 and whatever the year last one.
Oh, it's bananas, because like you can get some people. Like, there's a lot of people who went on there assuming there's like, I'm a YouTube guy with like 98 views, and they'll go on and they're like, for $5, I'll send a message. I kind of want to do one for us. I kind of want to put us on Cameo.
So killer.
I really.
We'll give you $5.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
But yeah, no, I would absolutely love to do that. But the yeah, like some people, they go really low. Some people are kind of like $20. Some people are $50. And then you go and there's some people who are just like $1,500, $2,000 and stuff like that.
Who's in that bracket?
You know what? Let's look at. No, I can't look it up while you're on like this.
I can't see it.
No, you wouldn't be able to see. Well, I would read it to you. I would read it to you. It'd be your bedtime story. But like, there's people like Brett Favre was on there for a really expensive price, and there's some people who do it. But then like certain people, they have like a little like check thing to say like they're doing it, and all proceeds go like directly to charity instead of them. But I don't know. It's super weird. I was looking at one for Abby because there
That
was some
would
Harry
that be
Potter people,
something?
but
Would that yeah? Would people like that kind of shit?
well, I mean, if it was somebody you really liked, like if just say I got
Yeah, like Arnold.
but like there's some pretty interesting ones. There are a lot of 80s guys like Donald Gibb Ogre is on there.
Oh my god, the best ones are
Yeah.
when it's like it's only like $10 and they won't hang up.
Yeah. Hey.
Why? They're just like, what are you doing for dinner?
Can I come over?
Yeah, like you're like, no, it's cool. No, sort of got to do some family now.
I'm just watching Star Wars with the family. Star Wars. Nerds. Nerds.
I love that guy.
Well,
isn't it like where the people get naked? What's that one?
I don't. Oh, are you talking OnlyFans?
OnlyFans. So it's like OnlyFans only with
not quite
non-nudity
like,
or
OnlyFans is more like a subscription. Like I choose you, and then I was like, I'll send you naked pictures and stuff.
That one girl, the girl that was in the Babysitter movie, makes a shit ton of money off of that.
Oh yeah. There's one guy who was it? It was Dog the Bounty Hunter. I saw a video from him, and somebody basically was like, hey, can you say that like our company's awesome and blah blah blah, and he's like, anyway, as far as advertising, no, I can't do that. That's not what this is. You have to talk to the people at Cameo about that. And all right, well, anyways, have a good day. That was the message. It was like they paid for that. He's basically like, yeah, I'm not gonna say your company's name,
but it is me, Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Blessed be the fruit.
Tell. Fucking bounty hunter. That's how you know it's him.
Yes.
When you hear that,
and you
from
can hear
somewhere, you're like, "Whoa, it's Dog."
Yeah. It was like, oh, I skipped out on Bonds, and you're bounty, and you're like, oh no, here we come. But then they kick down the door, and it's Chumley from Pawn Stars.
Oh my god, isn't he in prison for being a creeper or something?
I heard that, but I don't know.
But it might it's one of those things where it's like,
yeah,
like see, like when Donald Glover's family saw his net worth, it left them crying or whatever, and then you click to the next, and number 8 will shock you,
and then you click on it, and then it's like it has 2 sentences. It's like Donald Glover makes money. Click next, and it's got like 70 ads all around it, and then
anybody clicks those. Like, what did he? Even I just like the headings of them, though.
Yeah.
It's like,
I've clicked on some, but not like one where it's like if you like this will really surprise you or something like that. Those ones never. But I've clicked on certain ones. It was like there's ones where it was like ranking like the top 20 episodes of The Office. I'm like, all right, what did I think of the top? And then you go in, and then it's like number 20. It's this episode, and then it's like click next. I'm like, no, if there's a page 2, I'm not continuing.
Yeah, we're done. Fucking forgot it.
We are done.
Oh, that was still again the number 1 show.
Yeah, it was the number 1 streaming show, The Office, this year. I've been watching or listening to the podcast Office Ladies with Jenna Fisher and Angela Kinsey.
Nice.
And it's outstanding. And Angela,
you watch The Office, right?
Oh yeah. I've seen it. Yeah. I've seen it multiple times. We broadcast.
I love it. I would put it in my top 5. I think.
I think so too. And the but they always tell really good stories about why things were the way they were. Like the reason that Jenna Fisher doesn't run in Fun Run is because she had just broken her back.
Whoa!
She slipped on some stairs at some like fancy network deal, and like they were marble stairs, and she cracked her vertebrae, and she couldn't. It wasn't like some. It was the kind of break she said it's the kind, like the doctor said, it's the kind you want to have because movement actually helps it heal even though it hurts, and like you don't require any surgery or anything like that.
Right.
So she got better. She fully recovered, that sort of thing. But that was why
it's the one you want to have.
It's the
man. I wish I break my back just like that.
Just like that. And well, as a result, she got to live at the Ritz-Carlton for a couple of weeks because NBC, like once she was hurt, she was in New York when it happened. They couldn't send her home because she couldn't fly. So NBC had to put her up at the Ritz-Carlton for 2 weeks.
If you're going to hurt yourself at anywhere, at the gala of your work is like the best place to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
All the bosses are there. They're going to be like, I feel so bad. You just destroyed your vertebrae on our marble rich person floor.
I know.
Slippery ass marble.
Hey, it's fancy schmancy. And everybody wearing their friggin' like their pumps and all the slippery dress shoes.
Oh my God, the Reebok pumps.
Oh, that would be the best. There's got to be one
That's what Kanye should come out with.
Yeah. Oh, Kanye. Yeah,
The new pumps.
the day of the insurrection, that was the second biggest news. The biggest news was Kanye and Kim breaking up.
It was Trump's fault.
Oh, definitely. It was like this happened, and then Kim was probably, "You're friends with that?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm a finger in the booty ass bitch." And then she just like, "I don't even understand what you're saying," and just got up and left.
I didn't know.
She's like, "I don't
How
know."
anybody, I really, you know what? This woman is just an insane woman,
Yeah.
you know, living in this horrible spotlight. But like
Yeah.
I feel so bad for this woman.
I know. Well, at least she got a weird. Did you see the hologram that Kanye
she
got
did it to herself, though.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ. Like, come on. Who marries this fucking raging maniac?
I get it. But did you see the hologram that Kanye got her for her birthday?
Is it a hologram of herself?
No, it was a hologram message from her father, who's been dead for however long. And it was this guy. They got an actor, I'm assuming an actor, to voice him. I don't know if, and then he's like,
James Earl Jones.
You got to look it up, though. It's creepy as shit. And it's the friggin' dude. You instantly recognize him from the OJ trial. And you're just like, you're sitting there and he's like, "Kim, I'm so proud of the woman you've become." And I'm just like, oh my fucking, like,
I'm even prouder of the fact that you have married the greatest artist in the history of mankind, Kanye West.
Yeah. And then
the rest of it is all about Kanye and how awesome he is. And at the very end, he goes, "P.S. OJ killed her."
Yeah. And he did do it for sure. And then and then he goes to Kim's stepdad, "I'm proud of the woman you've become." Well done. It's all good. It's all love, guys. It's all love.
It's all love.
It is. What else do we got going?
I'd fuck a tranny. It's all love.
Yes. Well, I mean, they wouldn't fuck you because I'm sure they don't like to be called trannies. But
they like the money. They like to be called it.
For enough money, you call them whatever the fuck you want.
That's right.
You can call them.
If you have enough money, you can call a non-tranny a tranny. They just don't care.
That's fair.
Give me the cash.
That's fair.
Get in that gash, then give me the cash.
Yeah. I always said my pronouns are ugh and meh. But
what have you seen anything?
Well, yeah. So I watched. I'm all caught up to Karate Kid season 3, which was a great
was
season.
it good?
It was very good. A ton more people from the Karate Kid past show up. I don't know. Is it something you plan on watching? I don't want to spoil it for you.
I will be watching it. Yes.
Okay, then I don't want to spoil it for you. It's
no
but basically you can just count on, like, if they were in a Karate Kid movie, you're gonna fucking see them. And
Pat Morita.
What's that? Yeah.
Pat Morita.
Yeah, the same guy. Yeah, the same hologram guy that Kanye got.
He's getting a lot of work.
But it's the same. It's the same voice guy as Robert Kardashian's was. So it's like it's Pat Morita standing there, and he goes, "Daniel-san, I'm so proud of the man you've become."
The same. It's just like a voiceover.
It's only one dude. He's like, "I run the hologram place, and only I can do the voices." Quick, do Andre the Giant. "I'm Andre the Giant, and I'm so proud of the man you've become, Hulk Hogan. Oh my."
Sounds just like him, brother. Yeah. He's crying.
"Hey, Hulkster, remember when you picked me up and slammed me in Detroit? Oh my gosh. What a night that was for us."
What a night.
What else do we want to talk about? Weirdness on, because I mean, we've been keeping everybody up to date on the Snyder Cut. They went to be
a movie again.
It went from being a movie to a TV show back to a movie. Although the length hasn't changed, it's still 4 hours either way. Whoop-de fucking do. What else do we got? They got news that I guess the next Spider-Man is going to be taking place around Christmas time.
Okay, Christmas Spider.
They've done
Santa Claus.
They've been shooting, and what's interesting is word is that Charlie Cox had been in or around the area. Could there be a Daredevil inclusion?
Yeah, no, I totally. You know what happens?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna blow the lid off this fucker right now
Let's
because
hear
I don't care. I've been in seclusion.
Yeah.
For too long. I don't care about what happens.
Yeah.
I don't care that the government is watching me. Okay. So it's sort of like a tie-in with that Christmas Chronicles movie where Spider-Man
Mhm.
finds a beaten up and unconscious Santa Claus. So he takes Santa's sled, but Santa's sled is super magical, so it can go into other dimensions. This is where you get like all the other Spider-Mans, the
Spider-Verse.
Doc Ock
Yeah.
from all the other ones. It's there. You know, I'm kind of disappointed in the idea of this movie, to be honest with you, because it seems like they're just trying to rip off the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, well,
I'm like, we just fucking saw all this shit in the Spider-Verse movie.
I know. Well, and it's interesting. I don't know how much you're going to see the other guys or anything like that, but we're getting into the whole multiverse of things because you got Multiverse of Madness coming, and it's going to be a big thing. Something else I've seen, which I've seen the first 2 episodes of WandaVision. Have you seen the? Oh yeah, you did see those.
Oh yes, I did. Yes,
so
I did.
There's a ton of stuff.
Like,
it's really interesting. It's really cool.
Yes.
And
yes, it is actually.
And again,
I wouldn't say that the episodes were particularly like good or bad.
Yeah.
It's going to depend on where it goes.
Yes. It's the series.
They're not standalone episodes.
No.
They're part of a greater story. So it's not like each one was like, oh, that was good. I'm just kind of like,
Yeah. It's like there's interesting stuff to see in each one, and then there's weird stuff, and then there's things that are pieces that are being put together. But a lot of the pieces being put together, I'm going to do a spoiler alert thing right now. Skip ahead a couple.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. I am. Can I get that working on this right now? Hold on. Oh, I took it off of here, so I can't.
Oh, come on.
I've got interview shit on there right now. I'm not going to make a fool of myself again.
That's all we do on this thing.
I know. But yeah, so anyway, skip ahead a couple minutes if you don't want to hear what's going on. So you've seen the symbol for sword a bunch of times. Sword is an offshoot of shield, but it's in space. The last
Where was it?
You see it a few times. You see it when she picks up the helicopter that's the Iron Man colors. And then there's a little like
WandaVision, right?
Yeah. And she picks that up, and then there's a little symbol on the side, and it's like kind of like a circle. It looks kind of like the Rebel insignia, except it kind of goes around, and then there's a sword in the middle. And then you see somebody at the end of the first episode when it comes out of the TV show.
Yeah,
and it shows
they're
a guy
sitting at a desk.
Yeah, and when he closes his notebook, you see that symbol there too.
There you go. Yeah. Okay.
Sword is the galactic version of S.H.I.E.L.D. So what happens, and then what I'm thinking now, go all the way back to Spider-Man Far From Home, and the end of Far From Home in the post-credits thing, you see that Nick Fury is on a spaceship. I think.
Yes.
I think he's at Sword headquarters.
Oh yeah, because they're talking about the whole scroll thing that went down, right?
Yeah. So I think he's at Sword's headquarters, which is the new S.H.I.E.L.D. I think he's running it. In the comics, he doesn't run it, but you got to include him still, right? So
in Far From Home, was Far From Home after Captain Marvel?
Far From Home was after Avengers Endgame.
But not Captain Marvel.
Oh, it was after Captain Marvel as well, yes.
Okay, yeah, because at the end of Captain Marvel, I think I remember him being on like a thing as well.
Yeah.
On some space fucking thing or some big old ship.
But thing. Well, because you find out in Far From Home, you find out that he's not him. He's the Skrull
who?
Nick Fury. You find out that Nick Fury on Earth.
Oh, well, he was being played by Buddy. Right.
Exactly.
He was actually on the thing.
Yeah. So this is the beginning. So this is actually now calling all the way back to that without it actually saying, because there was no sword symbolism or anything on that ship, but I think that's where they're going. And so you've got that, and then you're getting all the who is this doing to you. I have a feeling that something went really wrong with Wanda after everybody died and after everything happened, and I think they're keeping her in like a coma or something like that.
Either her powers are going to go whacked because she's like super powerful.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's what's going to lead to her, whatever happens with her in the Multiverse of Madness. I think that between her and Doctor Strange, they're going to open up the multiverse, and then every movie after that is going to be dealing with the consequences of that. Including apparently...
I dig that.
Yeah. Chris Evans apparently was back in talks to return.
That's ridiculous. These aren't things we should know.
Yeah.
This is bullshit. Like, we should just be watching a movie and then boom, there he is.
I get into like every fucking
thing.
I know. I always go back to the exact same point, but it's all, I always go back to like the last time we had that was when we saw the Lord of the Rings teaser at the movies. We didn't see fucking 5 years of news that Lord of the Rings was being made.
Yeah,
we were just
exactly.
We were just like, oh, what's this? And you're like, oh, that's Sean Bean. Oh, that's what Elijah Wood. What the hell? And then it was you, and you were like, oh my god. And you're like, it's fucking Lord of the Rings. And it came up, and we're like, ah, like. But since then, it's just been all movie news
exact
pouring
sound
in.
and faces that we made.
Yeah, but it's yeah, it's I do miss that a lot, Ed. But it's just people's need for information. It just births places that will just give it, and then you end up stumbling across it. Like, it's just like, oh, fuck. All right, well.
I felt this wonderful feeling, which is so silly to say off of a logo.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen any new Marvel in so long that, like, when the Marvel of WandaVision came up, I was like, oh, I was like, there it is.
I know.
I was like, there you are. Where the fuck have you been?
I know. I miss it. I've been watching the odd ones. Well, I've been homeschooling the kids. They've been on their like class stuff, and so I've been just sitting like in the corner on the new TV just watching fucking Disney Plus.
What else? Okay, so I have Amazon, Disney, Netflix.
Yeah.
Frick.
Yeah.
Amazon is the lowest one for me. I don't know. They don't have a lot on there.
No.
I've seen, like, you know what I was really impressed me was Defy Bloods.
Oh yeah.
It was awesome. I think that Delroy Lindo should have won an award for that movie, or will get. I don't know what year it was made.
Yeah.
But I did a double whammy, Spike Lee joint.
Yeah.
Where I did Black Klansman, which was an excellent movie as well. Really good.
Sweet.
And then I did Defy Bloods, and dude, Defy Bloods has Chadwick Boseman in it as a soldier who had died when they were way back in Nam.
Oh shit.
And they do, and now they're older, and they go back to Nam to find a treasure that they had hid, but also to bring back Chadwick Boseman's body.
Okay.
Because he is now actually deceased, the scenes of seeing him are, oh my god, it's like gut wrenching. Because these guys are coming to the terms of losing him, and it's like, oh my god, the movie's just like, holy shit.
Yeah. That's fucked up. I was just gonna give, because you said something so actually like important and meaningful, I was gonna like make some dumb joke. I was gonna be like, it sounds like a mix of The Goonies and The Hangover. We're gonna go back there.
Only when they make like the black version, like that funeral movie.
Oh yeah. Oh god. Think Like a Man 3.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart dies.
Thank God.
No, I'd like to see the Five Bloods. There's a bunch of things on Amazon I haven't seen. I still haven't seen The Boys, which you said you watched.
No, sorry, that's Netflix.
No, The Boys is Amazon.
No, though, sorry, The Boys is Amazon.
Oh, the Five Bloods
other
is
ones
Netflix.
were Netflix.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So, and you said The Boys.
All Amazon had is The Boys and that Jean-Claude Van Damme show, and then it was like, I don't know, just movies they'd seen a million times already.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I see. For me, it's just like I already have Amazon Prime, so it's not like it was an extra thing for me to get. It was just I already got it. I watched a wonderful documentary, Class Action Point, or Class Action Park is what it was called. Sorry,
Class Action Park.
Yeah, have you heard of Action Park?
I don't think so.
The place. So it's a real place, and actually, Johnny Knoxville made a movie called Action Point, which is why I fucked up the name. That was basically kind of about this guy. He was this like really rich dude who made this fucked up water park in New Jersey where people were getting seriously injured and dying and all this kind of stuff. But it was like just this Jersey place, and people were like, you gotta fucking go there, and like it's the place to go get hammered and just do shit.
Gotta go there and almost die.
Yeah, but it was like these crazy, like one of the first things they made was a loop. I highly recommend. Here it's on Crave.
The loop?
Yeah, in the U.S. it's on HBO Max, but here in Canada it's on Crave. I highly recommend you check it out. So yeah, he made a loop in a water slide, but basically what was happening, nobody wanted to test it, so he was paying like $50 to any of the staff members who would test it, and the first few people who came out and their lips were like, their faces were all bloody, and then the next few people who came out, they had these giant like shreds and scratches all down their body. And they're like, what the hell happened? So they go in and they go to the top of the loop, and there's a hatch there in case somebody gets stuck. Because basically what's happening is you're going down the loop, you're going up, and then when you go down, you're slamming down on the loop and then falling and then doing the rest of the end of the loop.
So why would anybody think you could actually like, you know what I mean? Try the loop. Like what? Like, what
I don't know. I apparently he was just a convincing dude, and plus he was flashing around a bunch of money. Like think about
$50.
Well, but in like the 70s it was $50, you know, to like a bunch of teenagers.
The 70s.
Yeah, right. So or it was early 80s, whatever it was. But it was
I'd do anything for $50 now.
Right, exactly. So let's catch us on Cameo. But the but the whole thing was, so they looked into that loop, and they found out that the first few people with the bloody faces were getting their teeth knocked out at the top of the loop, and the people getting scratches were being scratched with the other people's teeth.
Oh my Lord.
And it only got worse from there. There was a
keep her open, eh? Keep her running.
Like there was a go-kart thing where they were taking the limiters off the go-kart so they could go 60 miles an hour. and like
this place sounds amazing.
Oh, you have to watch this thing. I mean, there were tragic deaths, and like there were people whose lives were fucking ruined, but it's on
it's on Amazon?
Crave. Yeah.
Is that the HBO one?
Well, for here, it's our version of the HBO one.
Oh, yes. My God. I don't have that one.
Yeah. Well, I
want to see the new Batman movie, though, but man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you have HBO? What's it called?
No,
HBO Max?
We can't get HBO Max here. That's why all the HBO things are showing up on Crave here. Because like that Fresh Prince thing and all that shit is all showing up on Crave. But I highly recommend, if you get the opportunity to check it out, even if when we can get back together or something, you can watch it. And it's just
totally want to I want to see that.
It's
that
amazing.
Fresh Prince reunion just looked like one of those Jada Pinkett Smith Red Table Talks.
Pretty much
crying. I'm like, oh my God, they're just like airing it out here.
Yeah. Well, then they had to address the fact that Uncle Phil was dead, and then they had to talk to the original Aunt Viv.
Halfway through it, they're pretending like he was there and laughing at his jokes and stuff, and then it got real, and shit gets real.
Or no, you find out they're sitting there, like one of them reveals, like Jeffrey reveals that he's got not Parkinson's, Alzheimer's now, and then he just goes, "Where's James Avery?" And then everybody has to like break the news to him that he died. And then 20 minutes later, he's like, "Where's James Avery?" And he's like, "Oh my God." And they're just like, they're so broken down. They're like, "I can't tell you this again. Please stop." And then Hillary puts a pillow over his face, and Mercy kills him right on camera. It's a thing.
And then they just show a montage of old Shredder clips.
And then a hologram of James Avery comes up, and he's like, "I'm so proud of the young man you've become, William. Oh, my. Oh, Lordy."
My.
Yeah, so, we've seen so many things. Again, it's a weird
time. More. I've seen like what the hell, man? Like I'm almost done Disenchantment. I saw Sweet Home, which is an Asian story about a bunch of suicidal South Korean people, where a bunch of monsters like get into the building, and like every episode, it's like a bunch of people cry, a bunch of people die.
Sweet.
A bunch of people die, a bunch of people cry.
Oh, where's that T-shirt?
It was good though, but it was real drag.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate
Color Out of Space with Nicolas Cage was really good.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's another thing I wanted to watch, is the History of Swearing, or History of Swear Words, or whatever it's called, with Nicolas Cage on Netflix.
I'm going to ruin the twist ending.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage invented all of those words.
Yeah. I said pussy. Oh.
That's right, exactly.
Full. Nicolas freaking Cage. Oh. All right.
We go full Cage.
I love it. So we should talk about what movie we're doing next week. It's actually a movie we recorded well before the lockdown, and then we got into some interviews and some everything else and Christmas and all this other stuff. So we haven't had a chance to air it yet. But it is an oldie but a goodie. Not that old. Well, I guess we are that old now, aren't we?
Not that oldie, not that goodie, but you know, it's
Yes,
saying.
It's a movie.
Yes.
It is a movie that we did. So here we go. We did the wonderful Fifth Element. Let us have a listen to the trailer. Todd, you're not going to be able to hear me during this part. Don't freak out.
When the 3 planets are in eclipse, the black hole like a door is open. Evil comes, spreading terror and chaos.
But to exterminate life, all forms of life.
So what you're telling me, Father, there's nothing that can stop.
4 elements gathered around a 5th, the supreme being, the ultimate warrior, created to protect life. Then light turns to dark, life to death, forever.
I want your best man to go undercover.
I have the perfect one.
It's nice to see you again, Father. Where are the stones?
I don't know. And even if I did know, I wouldn't tell somebody like you. It's the divine language, the ancient language. Spoken throughout the universe before time was time.
Did you bring me what I asked you for?
Yes.
Evil begets evil, Mr. President.
What is your name?
Illuminale che t'arriva alla minacciare e partecipato.
Good.
Major Dallas, you've been selected for a mission of the utmost importance.
What mission?
Save the world.
Go to the Dido, collect the stones, and meet me at the temple.
Send someone to negotiate.
Unbelievable! Everything you created just to destroy.
And do you have any idea where it's heading?
Anybody else want to negotiate?
Where did he learn to negotiate like that?
Very disappointed! I know my man. He'll calm things down.
It's the best show I ever did.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. I like your, well, I don't see the whole thing. You got to pull it out a little bit. I knew it. Congratulations, man. I love your rainbow.
The sticker came in the mail.
Yes, woohoo. Is that what happens?
Yeah, you sign in. You're like, all you write is your name.
Yeah.
You don't even have to put your address. You just put your name on a piece of paper. You just, I'm gay. You send it to them.
Yeah.
They verify it. Oh my God. You know, I had this total thing like planned, but it didn't work out. Like if you were going to come and actually get me,
Yeah.
I had this whole like fantasy thing that happened where the police pull us over and we're like, he's like, well, where are you going? And we have to pretend that we're a gay couple just out, you know, going from groceries to the house.
Yeah.
And he's like, we'll prove it. And then we have to like make out to prove to this police officer that we are a gay couple.
Yeah. I was just looking for like a photo from like a date or something like that, or like some
Yes.
messages. And it's like, nope, I gave him a full on blowy.
Yep, exactly.
That's how
Fucking right.
if I prove something, I prove it well.
Yeah, that's right.
Speaking
Not a
of
shadow of a doubt.
speaking of cops, though, I sent you the message. There was a fucking crazy thing. I just went over to the grocery store. You're flipping out your phone. You're making it freak out. But we were, yeah, I was just going over to the grocery store to buy mushrooms, which is a weird sentence to say, seeing as I don't eat mushrooms.
That's why everybody got arrested.
Yeah, no, but yeah, it was. I went there and there was a cop car kind of like swerved in front of me, like coming from the opposite direction. And as I was going, I saw the cops were already out of the car and they were cuffing somebody. I was like, oh shit, serious over there. So I kind of like went over and I was kind of like trying to looky-loo. But then while I was doing that, another cop car came in behind me. So I pulled up ahead and then I kind of parked off to the side. And I was kind of like, well, what's going on? What's going on? Which is the thing I hate if I see other people doing it, I'm like, assholes.
Rubbernecking.
Yeah, well, that's bad for the highway, but I'm in a parking spot, so it wasn't bad. But
it's okay if you're parked in the car, rubbernecking, sure.
But still, I was like, I'm dying because of my my guilt. But yeah, so I'm like, what the? Well, because it was just one woman being arrested, and I was like, what the hell's going on? And there was some old man there who kept like waving on, like the second cops. He's like waving. He's like, come here, come here. And then they all got out really quick. And then all of a sudden, a third car came. And I'm like, holy shit. Then an undercover car came, and I'm like, I should probably go. I'm like, if there's this many people, like that's some dangerous shit going on. So I took off. And, well, didn't take off. I just drove over to the grocery store side of the plaza. And when I came back around, they were still all there. There were 5 total cop cars there by the time it was done, or by the time I got back there. And I couldn't figure out what happened. So I looked online. I'm like, oh, man, what's happening? What's happening? Apparently this morning, or like early this afternoon, there had been arrests in that plaza that was like, people were like, deemed dangerous, and they had to use like audible, like distracting things. Like I was like, this sounds like fucking like Noriega, like Panama shit.
Yeah, like what the hell? Like what dangerous in what sense?
I have no clue, and I don't even know where it was involved, because I was like, what was it at the frigging like the corner store that's there? I like no idea. So I'm still waiting to hear back on that, but I imagine that they probably
your sources are going to get back to you on
well,
that.
There's some like Facebook groups that like talk about like local shit like that, so you can find stuff. But yeah, so that was craziness.
Local online hate groups. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't really talk about it. It's not. It's QAnon, not Q out in the open.
Yo, did you hear? Like, I keep hearing all these creepy stories about Army Hammer.
I wanted to talk. I wrote that down to talk to you about.
The first thing was like he comes out with this video with his child sucking his toes for like 24 minutes.
That one,
and then it's like.
I was willing to defend that one because parents will let kids just do whatever if it's keeping them occupied.
Like, just shut up. Yeah.
It's just, it's gross, and it's just kind of crazy and weird. And you're just
and then it's apparently he's a cannibal and all types of crazy awesomeness.
Like, it looked like things that would have been on Saturday Night Live as like jokes. It's like, it would be like, oh, I just got a text from Army Hammer. Oh, it says he's a cannibal. Ha ha ha. And then it was like, it's not like he's really a cannibal. And then another text, I'm 100% a cannibal. Like, that was the kind of shit that was going on. But that's what he was talking. He's like, I'm 100% a cannibal. I've eaten a warm heart before. And I was just like,
so you can't even say crazy shit anymore. I eat warm hearts all the time.
Yeah. And then like, he was like, and then he was, yeah. And then like a girl he was talking to, like, I don't even know how well he knew this girl, or if it was just like an Instagram follower or whatever, because I heard it was all through Instagram. And it was just like, I want you to go set up the hotel just the way I want it, and I'm gonna drink your blood, and and I'm just like, cool.
Set up the hotel room Dexter style.
That was my instant thought. It was like, oh well, they're remaking Dexter, so this is
he does. He fits the serial killer bill like to a T.
He has that kind of.
Oh yeah,
he's a Ted Bundy.
Absolutely,
he's a Ted Bundy.
He's killed before, definitely. Like you said, he eats flesh.
Well, think about this: in The Social Network, there were 2 of him. Now there's only 1.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point.
That's all I do is make good points that aren't real. But yeah, man, it's weird. Like, it's just so funny. Like, every night I sit back and it's just like, how do I explain like this chunk of time to my kids when they're older? And it's just like, man, like, because you try and like insulate them from it. You're just like, oh, things are, bad right now. You can't go to school because of the virus, and we're getting through it. And it's like, okay, we got to stay home and do all that. But I was like, oh, you don't even know half the shit. There was an insurrection. There was like a guy trying to friggin' take over a country. And then you found out that there was like it was theoretically an inside job, because like 5 different like Congress people and senators were giving tours to those people the day before.
Amazing.
And then the one girl, Lori Boebert or Bobbert or something like that, she was like live tweeting the location of the friggin' Speaker of the House, which is super not okay. Like, they moved her for her safety, and they're like, they just moved her from this room to this room. I'm like, no, under what circumstances would you be the one telling anybody that information?
Hopefully these people get a lot of time in jail.
Yeah, that would be like the Secret Service. That would be like the Secret Service for like Biden's inauguration going, hey, there's a real blind spot in like the far left corner over here. Like if somebody wanted to kill him, that would definitely be the place to do it. Wink, wink. Like,
yeah.
Jesus.
Yo, apparently Joe Exotic is so, this is a real thing I read, whether it's real or not. Apparently Joe Exotic is so certain that Trump is going to pardon him that he has a limo outside waiting for him with like 3 Bengal tigers in it.
Good Lord, please, please, please tell me that is the end of the Nicolas Cage Joe Exotic movie that he's doing. Or he's doing a mini-series, whatever it is, because that's...
Comes out. Yeah. I don't know whether there are tigers in the limo. I'm guessing there are, but the limo apparently is there.
What limo company is saying okay to this? They're like, oh yeah, we'll just leave tigers out there.
Prepaid. He's Joe Exotic. He promised them probably a big cat.
Yeah. Well, they were
doesn't want one.
Yeah. Well, they were saying, I guess just today or yesterday, like the last little bit, he just lifted all of the travel bans. So he's like, everybody can come to the country now. It's fine. And they're just amazing. Like, so he's literally just making it so Biden has to undo all this shit on day one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it's like he's going to be sweating from all the executive orders he's got to sign. And they're expecting he was going to. I don't even know if he can tomorrow because tomorrow's inauguration day. He's no longer the president as of noon. But
noon tomorrow.
But I don't know if he's going to try and sneak in some last minute. What are you doing?
Is today the 20th?
Tomorrow's the 20th.
No way.
Yeah. So the question is he going to like try and sneak in a bunch of last minute pardons tomorrow during the day, like during the morning? Because like there's people out there expecting his pardon. Everybody thought he was going to pre-pardon his kids, which was going to be a whole thing.
Pre-pardon.
Yeah, which would basically say they're guilty of what you think they're guilty of, so I'm just going to go ahead and pardon them. But that would also make him guilty, and he can't pardon himself.
That's like Minority Report pardons.
Yeah.
It's like they will definitely commit a crime in the future. When they do, boom, immunity.
But now that you say that, can you not picture Eric, Donald Jr., and Ivanka in that pool going, murder? You can.
Yes,
you totally can.
Oh, yes.
But except they're all on cocaine.
And the goo will keep you young forever.
Yeah. And then I guess they were expecting Jared Kushner to get one as well. Then they were expecting a couple more of the Trump cohorts who'd been arrested to get them, and Steve Bannon. And so far, those guys haven't got one. And then they said he's been wrestling with the decision. And I feel like the only thing he's wrestling with is, am I in more shit if I do pardon him? Because it's going to like rain down a bunch of stuff on me. Or if I don't pardon him, what is he going to tell people about me? That is 100% true. So
that's the one right there. He's not paying. Apparently, he's not paying Rudy Giuliani because he didn't turn around the election. Like Donald Trump will literally throw anybody under the bus.
Yeah, he's not fucking Celino and Barnes. He doesn't like work for free unless he gets money for you. Like, Jesus Christ.
Celino and Barnes, injury attorneys, 2020.
See, you still do the old one. Well, one of them's dead.
888-8888.
Yeah, now it's 8888, and one of them, and I think Barnes is dead, or Celino. One of them is. Oh, it's Celino
and Celino and the hologram of Barnes, injury attorney.
Call
and then at the end, you see the hologram.
8888. I'm so proud of the lawyer you've become, Celino. I'm beating that one to death today, baby.
I drove you to that one.
Yeah, you did. All right, guys. Well, I think that is it for this week. And
I think that's a good place to leave it off.
It has been so good to be able to like sit and yak with you like this.
To talk to somebody again, Joe.
I know. I know.
I'm not even on the phone. I'm just like holding my own shit.
Yeah, wouldn't you?
I'm still in the bathtub, and I'm still gonna blow my fucking brains out.
Wouldn't it be the worst if you're sitting there, you're like, oh, I can't wait to see this on YouTube. You're like texting people, like, it's gonna be on YouTube on Friday. Then and then they look and they're like, it's not there, Todd. And you're like, but I was there the whole time. And you're like, I was talking on my phone. You're like, that's a slice of bread, Todd.
Yep, it's just an old turd.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of the word when you find like an old mummified turd. What's the fucking
I don't know.
Screw it.
A
Big finale, baby.
Petrified?
Petrified turd. Yes,
Phew.
there you go.
You just watched me save Todd's like, okay, the gun to the head thing needs to quit. There we go. There you go. You threaten me with it all you want. All right, guys. Next week, Fifth Element. You're going to hear us talk about things like...
Oh, wait, before we go.
Stop everything. What?
This is what I forgot.
Yeah, what?
Okay, I loved in the Fifth Element where they're all like, I'm quitting smoking. And I remember we had talked about it because the cigarettes, the filters are like super huge.
Yes.
And the cigarette's just a little thing. And then near the end of the movie, Buddy's like, yeah, I quit.
Yeah.
So like through the course of like the day, he had quit like smoking, which I thought, I just love that. That pops into my mind every now and then, the cigarettes. Anyways, okay.
How do you even get the smoke through that thick of a filter?
I don't know. That's the whole point, man. It takes a lot of sucking.
Yeah, that's how you got most of your drugs back in the day. Just a little sucking.
Mm-hmm.
We're leaving on that note. There's no coming back. All right, guys.
No one rides for free.
Yeah. We will see you guys next week. We love you. Fifth Element. Bye-bye.
This has been Miscast Commentary with your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray. Executive producer, Joe Finley. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for all news related to the podcast. Miscast Commentary is a Miscast Media production.